Page 80, Feelin Blue. They're introducing you to a type of music known as the blues, a style of music. They talk about it up above, and they show you the slash notation. This is where a lot of these musicians, they improvise everything. They just need to know what the chord is, and they just improvise based on the chord, and they'll see this slash notation. There's no notes. All they get is the chord. And so a guitar player will do that too. They can improvise just on the chords. So if you want to learn to do that, by all means go for it. I don't teach improvisation, but I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube that do. So if that's what you're interested in, yeah, do it. Just another reason you need to know the chords. This Feelin Blue is in the key of C, right? So the three primary chords we're going to be using. We got the C chord, the F chord, the G7 chord, and the C chord. It's what they're using here. However, since it's a blues, it has a blues scale is a little bit different type of scale, and I don't teach blues scale. There's other videos that do. But you're not going to stay necessarily on the white keys. You're going to use some black keys. In the left hand, look at this pattern in the left hand. It goes pretty much throughout the piece. You're starting out with 5-2, and then 5-1. You have a B flat. I like the 5-2 on the first one. That's a good one. This is, I think, the first method book I've run across that does that. Most of the method books, they tell you 5-1 on the first one, and I have to explain why you need to change that, because it should be a 5-2 in my opinion. And then when we get to the second line, you're down here. Then when you get to the third line, for one measure at least, you get that 5-7 chord. And then here, and back to here. Those are the chords. And the right hand, you just got the melody. You get that. There is a standard style of playing blues, swing, and jazz, which says anytime you get eighth notes, you automatically swing the eighth notes, or you rock them, whatever you want to call it. Unless the music specifically says evenly, or play even, or something to that effect. There's nothing here. So on those eighth notes, rather than in the second measure you see it at the beginning, instead of even like that, I'm going to bum, 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 and it's a felt thing. That's blues. You just do it automatically. The music, they don't put it in the notation because there really isn't a notation for it, because it's not a dotted rhythm and it's not a triplet. It's sort of in between, and it's not always the same. You feel it. That's what's important about the blues. You got to feel this music. So to demonstrate a little bit of the first line, it's that. It's kind of sad. Oh, woe is me. When we do the play with me part of it, I will swing the eighth notes. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but in this music on this page, underneath the bottom staff, you see Roman numerals occasionally. It's a Roman numeral 1, it's a capital I. That means one chord, remember? We covered this before. Then you get to the second line, Roman numeral 4, that's a 4 chord in the key of C. We're in the key of C. Bottom line, you got a 5 chord, then a 4 chord, and then a 1 chord. And generally with blues, it follows this 12-bar progression. It's standard. Just 1 chord for 4 measures, then a 4 chord for 2 measures, a 1 chord for 2 measures, and then a 1 measure of 5, 1 measure of 4, and you finish it up with a 1. And as long as you keep that progression, you can do anything you want. Pretty much, just do that. If you want it to be longer than 12 bars, you simply do another 12 bar. It's just do one 12 bar after another. So let's play this together very slowly so you get an idea. You can do the dynamics, have fun with it, because the dynamics It makes music. It's so important. And the last measure, look at that. You got a 1 and 2 and 3 and the right hand. Of course, we're going to swing it. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. The type things. You have to feel this stuff. Oh, right hand's here. Left hand's here. There's no pedal in this. Pedal will just mush it up. Leave the pedal out of it. 1, 2, ready, and go. And